Okay. So I have a lot to talk about in this video, and I have notes because there's so much that I want to say. I here recently have put out some of my pottery that I've made, and I've gotten a little bit of, I don't know, concern or criticism, whatever. But I do want to kind of address it, and I want people to be like, okay, I understand now. I'm also going to talk about something that I'm working on. I haven't told really anybody about it, but I'm working on doing an ebook, and it's going to be on herbal medicine and tinctures and different recipes that I have found that have helped me. I did know that I posted a while back, maybe like last year, on my Facebook page about a fire cider recipe that I use that really helps with colds and sore throats. It's gotten a lot of reviews to where I actually have my close friends having me help them make it because they really love it and they don't have time to do it. I do not sell it, so don't message me and be like, hey, can you make me a batch and I'll pay you. Like, I don't sell it, but I am going to do an ebook. My ebook is going to be really cheap. It's going to be probably around less than $5, like $2.99, $3.99. I am going to put a lot of time into it, so I am going to charge a small fee for it because I do make money from home. I am a full-time stay-at-home mom. I do digital marketing, and part of learning how to do digital marketing is teaching you things like doing ebooks and affiliates and stuff like that. If you guys want to learn how to do that, definitely message me and I can get you into it too, and start teaching you how. But that's not really what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be about what my ebook's going to be about, which is traditional medicine and herbs and how to heal your body. That's pretty much what it's going to be about. So here recently, in the last week, have undone my kiln. I've opened my kiln and announced the pipes that I made. I made a bunch of them. A little bit before that, I have made these. I don't want to show them too much because I don't really want to get banned on any of my platforms. This video is going to primarily be on my YouTube account. I may do cuts here and there, or I might just actually post a video on my other platforms to go to my YouTube channel, because this video is going to be, it's going to be pretty long. I mean, it's already at 4 minutes. So it's gonna have a lot of good information. But anyway, I have done the launching of my pipes, and some people are like, oh, I don't know if I like that. Okay, I'm gonna explain how I use them, how they could be used, but I don't want to say I don't care what people think, but at the same time, my heart is really into it, and it is in the right place as far as healing your body from herbal medicine. But yeah, I don't even think I showed this one the other day. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, I want to show you guys something. So I smoke herbs. As far as cannabis goes, in a lot of places cannabis is legal, and in a lot of places it's only medical or it is illegal. So with that, there is so many other things that you can actually smoke and actually heal your body from that is not cannabis. There is 20,000. I have notes because there's so much information. I want to make sure I cover it all. There's 20,000 edible plants and herbs out there that has been put on this earth to heal our body. Some of the things that it can heal you from is extraordinary. Like, you know, from your heart, blood flow, poor circulation, depression, anxiety, your lung health. If you have been a smoker for years, if you switch from smoking cigarettes to herbs, specific herbs, it will improve your lung function. I have seen people come off of smoking, been on oxygen, and switched over to smoking certain herbs that you can get at the health food store and got themselves off of oxygen, healed their lungs. And when they go back to the doctor, their doctor is like, I don't know, I don't understand. Like, how did you improve your lungs this much to where you can breathe that oxygen? Well, there's things out there better than popping pills, and that's a lot of what I'm going to talk about in my ebooks. I don't want to really put up too much about it, but there's so many things. Okay, guys, wait just a second. So I want to go ahead and put a disclaimer in this little section because I'm getting ready to go into talking about the whole point of this video. But if you are on a prescription from your doctor, I am not telling you to stop taking that prescription. If you're on something for, you know, your heart or your blood pressure, don't stop taking it. I do want to put that little disclaimer in because I don't want anybody to get hurt or anything. When practicing herbal medicine, it is at your own risk, and you want to be really cautious about it because you could have different reactions, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. So, full disclaimer, I am not telling anybody to stop taking their medicines. However, if you start doing herbal medicine and it starts healing your body, when you go to the doctor, there's a real chance that your doctor's going to be like, I don't think you need to be on this medicine. And most of the time, they're not going to understand why, but they're going to know that you don't need to be on it if you have a good doctor. So, just letting you know, that is my disclaimer. My kids are in here. I usually do my videos out in the barn, but when I'm doing editing, I'm normally inside with them. So you can kind of hear my son talking in the background. But yeah, I'll let you guys get back to the video. I just wanted to like kind of throw that out there. There might be a couple other times I pop in, just if something I feel like needed to be explained differently or a little bit better, you might see me again. But hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you later. For me, to smoke herbs, and in here is not drugs, it's flowers, chamomile, lavender, rose petal, skullcap, mugwort. Let's see, what else is in there? Mullein. There's also cinnamon in here. Not powdered cinnamon out of the cabinet. I want to specify it's the actual cinnamon sticks that are ground up into like a barky texture. And I put them in my pipes and I smoke them. It takes 1 to 2 minutes for something to go into your bloodstream, and that's pretty much the time it takes for whatever blood that this hits to go all throughout your body and make a complete pass. So if you are having a brain fog, if you're having depression or anxiety, less than 5 minutes, it's going to chemically change in your blood to where it calms you down or lifts you up depending on what you take. So there's herbs for depression. You're going to want to take something that's going to lift you up and make you feel better and make you feel, you know, strong-minded and want you to go forward in the day. And then if you have brain fog, you're going to want something that's going to clear that up. If you have a lung issue and you're coughing and feel like you're hacking up a lung, you're going to want something that's going to clean up your lungs. So if you're going to put cigarettes into your body and all that tar is going to get stuck in your lungs, why not smoke something that's going to clean up your lungs? It's going to trick your brain into thinking, hey, I'm still smoking something. You can put herbs in a pipe. You can put herbs in, you can get a cigarette roller. I know people who sell herbal cigarettes and they roll them up like cigarettes and smoke them just like cigarettes. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. But for someone to come and say, oh, well, you know, you make pipes, you support the drug problem. No, I don't support the drug problem. I support the herbal side of healing yourself. I don't support the drug problem. A pipe is no different than what you take your cough syrup in. If you're taking medicine and putting that into your body, I'm taking medicine and putting it into my body. It's the same thing. And I don't care who's going to come at me for this. This is how I feel. And I really didn't want to make a really controversial video as far as medicine, political, drug realm, and the spiritual side of it. But really, if you... Okay, let me just put a disclaimer here really quick. I stand Christian. That is what I believe. I have friends that are atheist, and I have friends that are full-on satanic witches. They practice Satanism. I personally don't believe that there should be a division of, let's see, how am I going to say this? Like, I have friends on all different walks of life. I love them all equally. And as Christian, I hope one day that they see that what they're doing may not be the correct way, in my view, of how I was brought up and raised. But at the same time, if they believe that they're doing the right thing and they believe that there is nothing wrong with what they're doing, it is not my right to judge them. It is not my right to tell them, you're not living right. I can't associate myself with you because you're not living correctly. It's wrong. And if you read your Bible, it will tell you it's wrong. The same as the whole medicine thing. A lot of people have a controversy with herbal medicine because they have been brainwashed into thinking, well, I gotta take this because of my heart. Okay, keep taking it. But there are things that you can take that one day you'll go to your doctor and your doctor will be like, yeah, I don't think you need it anymore because God's medicine will heal you. And it is talked about in Genesis, Isaiah, Psalms, Second Kings, Ezekiel. It's talked about all over the Bible how God has given you herbs and plants to heal yourself both physically and emotionally. Now, going into the emotional side of things, I believe 100% that cannabis can help with emotional anxiety, depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, pain. I believe that. But I also know that God made the plant that was put here to heal us. There are herbs you can take that do remarkable things in your body. So I talked about smoking a little bit. Now, lavender. This little tiny bottle holds a lot of power for healing you. You can take it in capsule form. You can rub it behind your ears. You can put it in a diffuser and breathe it in. Either way, it's going to be going into your bloodstream in some way or another. But it's no different than if I buy lavender at the health food store and I smoke it. I put it in tea. I can grind this up, put it in a little bit of oil, leave it for a week or two. It diffuses. It's not going to be as strong as this because it's not going to be as potent, but it's going to have some type of effect. So a lot of people believe in oils, and there are some people out here who are like, oh my gosh, you're an essential oil person. You are just addicted. It's a cult. Whatever. Like, I'm not even going to go into that because anything can be a drug. Anything can be a cult. Anything can be put before God. Anything can consume your life and deter you away from what you should be doing. Anything. And if you're still watching this video, I want to be very clear. If you don't agree with me, but you like my pottery or you like my work, please stay. I'm only doing this video once. I'm putting my views out there once. I'm not going to be arguing in comments. I'm not going to be arguing in Messenger. I'm not. You can refer to the video. These are my beliefs. I'm open to hearing your side of things, but it's not going to change the way I believe in any way. I have done so much research and so much studying and so much reading and watching everything that's going on with the world. I know what I believe. I stand firm on it. But there's just been some controversy on pipes. Like, they're herb pipes or herbal medicine pipes. They're not crack pipes. I'm not putting meth or heroin into them. I myself am putting herbs into them, and I buy them at the health food store. It's 100% legal, it's natural, and it's healing my body. A few years ago, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I was in the hospital literally every couple weeks, sick. I mean, dying. There were a few times where I almost died. I have chronic pancreatitis. I have some form of an autoimmune disorder. We've been testing for lupus and fibromyalgia. I have all the symptoms of it, but people who know about lupus, it comes back a false negative years before it comes positive. So I am treating it as if I have it because it's helping me. My pain has gone way down. I hardly ever get colds. I have seasonal allergies sometimes, and usually when I feel seasonal allergies coming on, there are things I do that will help my seasonal allergies go away. So if you didn't know me 3 or 4 years ago and knew how sick I was and I was always in the hospital, and you know me now, you will see a difference. If you didn't know me, then you'll just have to take my word for it or talk to people I know, because I was really sick. And so I really stand behind what I'm saying. And as far as the whole religious side of things. Like I was saying before, if you've made it to this part of the video, then I really don't care what you believe. You can follow me as you are. I don't care what you believe in, who you love. Doesn't matter to me. It is not my place to judge. And I pray that all my friends, all my family, you know, when the time comes, when they die, whatever, they have done enough, or they have a good relationship with God or whoever it is that they believe in, that they think is God, that they've done enough. Because really, I really didn't want to get as controversial. I know it's either going to do one of two things to my channel. My channel's either going to blow up with this video, or it's just going to be completely cut and I'm going to have to start back on day one. But, you know, it's just what I believe. And I see people on these channels all the time posting what they believe, and they have 3,000, 4,000, hundreds of followers. I mean, thousands of followers. Especially, you know, the people that I have followed on TikTok and stuff that are straight up witches, they've got thousands of people following them. And I just feel like anytime I post anything controversial, it goes right in the trash. Like, people are like, nope, she's full of it. But people who have like these huge followings, it's crazy to me what they're teaching people. But I don't really care if they want to teach that. That's their right. That's their freedom of speech. And just like mine, this is my freedom of speech. And I have had 5 or 6 different people reach out to me about my pipes, and I think it is stupid because I'm a potter, or I'm learning to be one, and I follow a lot of pottery groups and a lot of people who do pottery on other social media platforms. They're very very political, very what they make is very controversial on a lot of different levels, and they probably have a lot of people attacking them for what they make too. I mean, some of my groups, some of my pottery groups, like, they, the stuff that people create with their mind is phenomenal. Like, it really is. But I get picked on because I make a few pipes. Like, come on. I really hope that there's not little ears listening, but I have seen the nudity and profanity on pottery. It's crazy. And personally, I don't think putting the F word and all the slurs on coffee mugs and plates, like, what's the point? What's cool in that? I don't get it. But it's out there, and that's very, that example is just very mild compared to what I have witnessed and seen. And but yeah, I make a couple pipes and people lose their mind. It's crazy because there's so much out there you could be losing your mind over and stressing about and trolling than my little old me over here just trying to heal from illnesses. It is what it is. So hopefully you guys don't just, you know, unsubscribe and vanish, because that really wasn't the point of my video. I really wanted to let everybody know that everybody is welcome to my channel, no matter your race, your religion, you know, whatever. You are welcome on my channel. I love to talk to people. I love receiving letters in the mail. My P.O. box and everything is listed up if you ever wanted to do that. But yeah, I don't really think there's anything else that I really didn't talk about. But my ebook, I am going to be working on my ebook. I am working on my ebook. I don't know when it's going to be out. It could be out in a couple weeks. It could be out in 6 months from now. But it's going to be really cool when it's done. And it's going to have a lot of recipes on tinctures and stuff that you can make, different type of medicines that you can take for colds, and I'm gonna have my body muscle rub recipe in there. It's really cool. You can actually you can use it. It's kind of like an icy hot, so it has cayenne pepper and stuff in it. So it will, when you rub it on your skin, it will heat up. And then you can also use eucalyptus flakes in it. And then when those dissolve into it, it will get really hot on your skin to loosen up your muscles, and then it will cool off and get really icy. So it's kind of like an icy hot rub. It works really well, especially on like knees and ankles and elbows. But yeah, that recipe is going to be in there. And my fire cider, of course, because everybody has messaged me, hey, can I have your recipe? Can I have your recipe? I'm just really tired of having to type out my recipe. I really should put it in my notes and copy and paste it, because I literally message it all the time, and it's just getting to be a lot. So if I can kind of say, hey, it's all in my ebook, then you guys can get a lot of different information. I am going to talk about lung function and improving that if you are a smoker, depression, anxiety. I want to put a section in there for a lot of different things. I do want to put a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I do not claim to be. I just have done a lot of research, and I'm kind of collaborating everything that I have learned and putting it into a book, because when I started studying herbal medicine, there were hundreds of books, hundreds of websites, and I was like, where do I begin? Like, where do I start? And so how I really started was I took all the different similarities, like for herbs, okay? There's 20,000 different edible herbs out there and plants, but we don't use them. We don't use all of them. Like, a lot of them, they're not even in this country. Like, I'm in the United States. I don't know where you guys are from, but a lot of them, they're all over the world. They're not just in the US. So, and really, only about 20 herbs out of that 20,000 that are, talked about are even used. Most of them, it's like 20 or less. And cannabis is obviously going to be number one, because it's just the number one. And then there's lavender, mugwort, rose petal, dill, rosemary. I mean, there's a bunch, but there's not really that much. And in some of the books that I have, there's a list, and there's quite a few, but to get them, you have to order them. My health food store, they sell quite a few of them. They have like quite a bit. But some of them I don't even know how to use yet. I mean, I'm still learning. But the list that I do know how to use is going to be the main ones, the easy ones that you can get your hands on, like mugwort and skullcap and rosemary and lavender and chamomile. Those ones are your main ones, and they do a lot for your health and improving your blood flow and your mental health and stuff like that. So for those are going to be the main ones that I talk about, and then breakdowns of sections and different things that I have learned helps with certain health issues. And there are some main health issues in the United States that are talked about most, and so I'm going to talk about those mainly. And then who knows, if this ebook goes off really good, then I might think about doing a second one and doing more in-depth articles on what I learned on each one. More specifically, this is just going to be kind of an umbrella to get you started into herbal medicine and healing your body. So that's going to be the main outline for this book. So yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. I know my video kind of got off course a little bit than what I was going to talk about, but I feel like it was kind of needed to be talked about too. And like I said, I'm only going to be posting this video once. If any questions come up or if anybody complains about something, I'm going to refer them over to this video because it really does overview how I believe and what I feel. So yeah, if you guys have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Please subscribe and like this video if you want to see more videos. I'm super busy right now with getting ready for a show and being a stay-at-home mom and doing digital marketing and working on pottery. Pottery takes a lot of time, and with everything else going on, like, I don't get to work on my pottery near as much as I want to, but I get to work on it as much as I can. And when people going to criticize it, I'm just not gonna let it bother me. I'm only gonna do a video and let everybody know how I feel and why I do what I do. And if they don't like it, well, then that's their problem, not mine. So I'm not losing any sleep over it at all. And I think this video is up to about a half an hour, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and kind of get to know a little bit more about me and what I do on the day-to-day. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys all have a great day. If you have any questions about what we've talked about, you can always comment or message me. Bye guys.